What's up, y'all? This is Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 7, Episode 9. The link to the full episode is down below in the description box, so go ahead and hit your girl up with the like. Alright, so before we get off into it, first off, still 1K subscriber giveaway. Okay, you must like, share, and subscribe. Alright, go ahead. We already at 550 or something. We'll be to 1,000 sooner or later. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is the first review of the year. So it's Cynthia and Peter. And they are down on MLK Street looking for another space for a bar one location. Okay, since Cynthia is going to give Peter some of her dough, she has a hand in what he's gonna do with the bar, where the location gonna be, okay? So they at MLK, and let me just say this, y'all. Any damn MLK in this country is in the hood. So, do y'all think that's the best? Anyways, alright, so let's get in. She goes in, he goes in, or whatever. They're looking around, and tours and shit is the fucked up. She's like, well, that's gonna be a lot of money we're gonna have to pay to get them floors done. It didn't look, I mean, it was alright, but it was some things in there that was kind of fucked up. They go outside in the back, and it's a big space, but it looked a hot ass mess, okay? It had like damn sinks and shit on the ground and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, really, if you're gonna sell some property, can't you just clean that shit up? You just make the value look even lesser. Like, come on now. But Cynthia goes out there and she was like, you know what, this is great. Okay, I'm a visual person. I know it looks a little fucked up right now, but it's a lot of space. We could do whatever with this. Okay, this could be like Bourbon Street. She's saying, all kind of things. I'm glad she was being so positive about it. They asked the realtors or whoever that was showing them the property. They asked them what was the thing behind them, and he told them that it used to be a funeral home, which MLK's body was actually in. So, you know what, this is a good thing, okay, because MLK was, there. It's like a sign to us. He had a dream. I have a dream. Let's go ahead and get this started. So, she done got her some new property. Now, in the back, I don't think that it's a good idea that it's in the hood. But the empty space, even though they should have cleaned that shit up, it is a lot of space. So, a lot of opportunities, I guess, other than that little ass bar he used to have. Anyways, so next is Claudia. Now, Claudia goes to Candy's candy factory and goes to check it out or whatever. She showed her this is basically just our office space. Claudia is happy because she respects Candy because Candy is a business person. Okay, and she feels like Candy is not one of them chicks that's gonna hate on you because you doing well and you being successful. She says that, if you're the only smart person in the group, then you're around the wrong people. And you know what, Claudia? Very well said. Okay, Candy is even though she was messy as hell this season, she is one of the people that inspires me. Okay, I've watched her for some years. It actually kind of inspired me to move to Atlanta because I want to do, my business things, and I want to become a songwriter and all that. So I feel Claudia on it. They go sit down and talk. They start talking about KKN, which is Candy Coated Nights. Candy said she hadn't did that in a while, which she had took about a year off. Okay, because I was definitely one of them viewers that was like, okay, when is KKN coming back on? Claudia's like, I know, I watched the show, okay, I like it. It kind of remind me of the Foxhole. Now, I was just listening to the Foxhole the other day, okay? People heard the things Claudia said. It'd be all kind of organizations coming after Claudia's ass. Okay, do y'all know who Corey Holcomb is? Claudia is basically the female version of Corey Holcomb, and that's saying a lot. Alright, so they start talking. Claudia says she would love to be on, the show. Candy says she had taken a break. Because one, she took a break because of that damn play and getting married and all that shit. So I understand that now. But she says that Todd wanted her to kind of just set up a more professional set. Now, I like this set that she had set up in tags on Wednesday nights. I mean, I liked it better than I like the set now. And probably because I could actually just walk in there and just sit there and watch the show for free and it'd be good. Now she set up in Candy Factory. They got their own professional set. But, there's no audience member. It don't feel organic. So, whatever. So, they end up later on Claudia shows up to the set to KKN. And they're, reading questions. And Ty is the producer of the show now. Okay? And she's reading a question and she's asking Claudia, okay, what would you do for money? For $500, would you French kiss Candy? And then she was like, what the hell? Who wrote this? And they like, Todd. She was like, Todd is like, all right, well, you said, we need to spice it up in the bedroom. And then she ends up reading some other questions to Claudia. And Claudia was like, you know what? I would just go ahead and kiss Candy. And they was like, yeah, Todd, you win. He's like, yeah. Todd, you a miss. Okay. All right. So anyways, we go on to Phaedra. Now, Phaedra is at home. She didn't, hire some contractors. She want to get a fence put up. And she's outside. She's like, look, I need a fence. Is there anything that we can do to kind of make it electrical? If somebody touch it, that gives them a little jolt. And the one contractor is like, no, what we can do is we can put a sign out in the yard that says, this property has been supported by cameras. You will be on cameras. And then Apollo shows up. And Phaedra was like, well, look who done showed up out the streets. The streets must be doing some cleaning since he ain't running them. And he kind of like, what's going on here? And she was like, well, we need to set up some fences, okay, some type of gates. And so we can keep the crazies out and the babies in. And he kind of, in there in his feelings, like, she don't respect me. I didn't know anything what was going on. You could have waited till after I went to jail. For what, nigga? You really getting on my nerves with this shit, Apollo, acting like you the damn victim in this, okay? Like she said on the last episode, they shown it on the show, she has given you many legit business ideas to do, and you didn't stick with that. You tried to get some old fast money, and you fucked yourself over and your family. Okay, so be mad at yourself. You act like her getting a gate is something. Really, she's getting a gate to protect her privacy and her children. Get over it. Anyways, so next is Kenya. Kenya is going out to get massages with Aunt Lori. Okay, and she sits down and tell Aunt Lori about the whole dinner meeting with Nene and Portia and Cynthia. And she tells her that, I tried to be the bigger person with Portia, Aunt Lori, and first she was cussing me out. She was saying all kind of things. No, Kenya, you're not telling the whole truth, okay? Because your ass was rude. That's why you got cussed out, because you were interrupting them constantly while they were trying to squash out their differences. So she said she got up and just gave Portia a hug. That part was true. Okay, you did do that, but Portia wasn't feeling you. She gave you, yeah. And she was like, you know what? I just tried to be the bigger person anyways. And Aunt Lori is like, you know what? I'm very shocked. I'm surprised. Where the hell is my niece at? Okay. I'm shocked that you did it. And Kenya, I guess I'm going to try to give Kenya a little something, a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, because Kenya is so fucking messy. Oh my gosh, did y'all watch Celebrity Apprentice? She did Keisha Knight Pulliam so dirty. But anyway, she does people dirty. That's why people feel the way they do towards you. You do people so damn dirty and you so messy. But you know what? You tried. I hope that you tried and you were being somewhat sincere with Portia and tried to become a better person. So I will give you a bit of credit for trying to become a better person. Okay, let's give Kenya a clap. Next. Alright, so next is Nene. She's at home with Greg. They're going through some boxes. She says she gets lots of mail or whatever, and she never opens it because she knows what it is. And then time goes on, and she got all these boxes built up. So they open them boxes, and next thing you know, she gets a text from her manager or agent, whatever it is, and he tells her it's important. Give him a call. And she calls him and he tells her that she has 3 offers for Broadway. And I don't remember the first one. One of them was the role that Mary J. Blige had or something, a Rock of Ages. And then another one is the role in Cinderella where she's the wicked stepmother. Now, Nene is like, okay, we love their role of Rock Ages or whatever. That's great. That's perfect. And her manager is like, well, we kind of feel like you being in Cinderella would be a better opportunity for her. So that's what it is. She got to do Cinderella. Go ahead, Nene. I'm not mad at you for getting your work. All right. So next is Phaedra. She's going with her mama dressed in all white. It's an all white event. She is being honored at the National Bar Association for being, I guess one of the best attorneys in the country. Now, people seem to forget that she is a lawyer, okay, and was already worth millions before Apollo. Like she said, I had been a lawyer well over 10 years before I was even with Apollo. Okay, she got money. No need for her to set up no damn scam with Apollo, taking people identities and shit like that, and it's gonna fuck up her reputation. Okay, people said that she shouldn't have married a convict, and shit, she shouldn't have because it blew up in her face. But to sit there and say that she knew 100% what was going on, let's not forget that she is a lawyer, that she was going to school for getting her mortician license, and she had other shit going on. She had a new baby. Do you really think that she knew all about what Apollo was doing? I'll wait. Anyways, so she ends up going. She's sitting next to the mayor. They end up honoring her, and that was a good moment, good positive moment. I'm glad that she was recognized for being a good attorney. All right, so next is Candy. Candy's having a bedroom candy party at her house. She invited all the girls out, and she has Dr. Rachel from, what is that TV show called? The Doctors. And she's also a sexologist, and she's coming there basically to host the party. They get there, girls get there. Nene is her first time ever being in Candy home. She's like, you have a beautiful home. And then Kenya comes up to Nene and she's like, hey, friend, and try to give her a hug. And Nene's like, yeah. And then, Cynthia hugs Nene. Nene's like, hey, how you doing? And then Kenya goes over. Cynthia was like, well, I just tried to give Nene a hug, and she just gave me the Oprah. Like, like she was just too good to hug me. And Cynthia's like, well, I wonder what's that about. Last time we seen her, it was good. So, okay, Demetria comes in, and they're all introducing. Phaedra comes in. Claudia comes in. Claudia comes in, and they're trying to introduce Claudia to Nene, and Nene's like, yeah, I met her. And next, damn, Nene, why you so close to Claudia? So Claudia goes and call Nene over while she's talking to Phaedra, and she's like, well, Nene, can I talk to you? And Nene's like, for what? And Claudia's like, well, I just kind of want to just talk to you one-on-one. So they go over and talk, and she was like, hi, Nene, like, I met you once, and, I didn't think it was going to be a problem or anything. You just kind of said, yeah, I met her. She was like, yeah, I met you before. You kind of associate with people I don't like. And Claudia was like, but what does that have to do with my character? And Nene's like, I don't know. What does it have to do? And Claudia's like, okay, really, Nene? And she's like, well, you know what? Thanks. Nene, you didn't have to be cold to Claudia. Okay, just because she is friends with the person you don't necessarily like, even though y'all supposedly squashed it on last episode, but I guess that was just the drinks flowing. Nene, you didn't have to be mean to that girl like that, all right? It just wasn't called for. If, you don't have to trust her, but you could be nice. You could just be like, hi, give her a hug, whatever like that. You ain't got to be besties with her, but you could have been cordial. Anyways. So they go and get the party started or whatever. And Dr. Rachel was like, you know what? I know a little background on you girls, and I feel like we should do, activities together where we pairing up. So they sit Nene next to, who was it? Kenya? Cynthia? They sent Nene next to Cynthia. Okay, and Nene was like, I don't know why y'all think that me and Cynthia need to do something. And Candace like, well, hold up. I thought y'all already made up. And Cynthia's like, well, listen, I don't have to do anything with Nene. I'm just here. I'm a team player, but I don't have to do anything with Nene. And then, you know what? Candy's like, well, you hold up. All right, I got a better idea. How about Claudia switch seats with Portia? And Nene's like, why do I have to do something with Claudia? And Candy's like, bitch, don't kill my, like, you just, why do you come to this party and you just fucking up everybody mood? Everybody mood, okay? Bitch, don't kill my vibe. You heard this song. It was wrote about you, okay? So, I don't know what Nene's problem is, okay? I try, maybe because Nene is not the person that gets on my nerves the most on this show, but Nene, you was just doing too much. I don't understand. But I guess after the drinks start flowing, you start acting a little bit better. So Dr. Rachel decides, okay, well, we're going to do another exercise where we just kind of try to get to know each other and talk about our relationships. Nene's like, okay, well, I've been in my relationship for 18 years. Okay, we've been together for since 96. We broke up for a year or something, but we got back together. So that's what it is. They go on to, who was they talking? Claudia. Claudia talks about how she was married before and it was a disaster. Yeah, Claudia, you was married for about a month. I remember listening to that on Foxhole. And then they go to Demetria. And Demetria is like, well, I'm in a 8-year relationship on and off with Roger Bob. The D is exquisite. Now, bro, okay, Demetria, I liked you because I loved House of Pain and shit like that, alright? What in the hell would make you think that saying his D is exquisite is a smart idea? You round a bunch of bitches, okay, and your man is rich. Okay, why would you go ahead and go throw in that his D is exquisite? And you sit next to old shady ass Kenya. This bra is the shadiest. Have you not watched the show? Have you not? And she will try to get with your man. Alright, I know the Kenya and Apollo thing. Yeah, he lied. But okay, we have seen Kenya is a bit of a flirt. Alright. So what the hell was you thinking on that, Demetria? So Goshay is there. Goshay is Candy's friend. She's also a big popular celebrity hairstylist, and she's in a relationship with Dice, who was Lala's cousin, and she said she's been in a relationship with Dice for a year. And Goshay is like, okay, so you said you've been on and off about 7 years, and Demetria was like, yeah. And she was like, what, have you been with him in the last 2 years? And Demetria was like, yeah, I have. And she's like, oh, okay, because I dated him, the November before last, meaning November 2012. And she was like, you what? And she's like, I dated him the November before. And Demetria was like, oh, okay. And she was like, he said that you were just his artist. I knew about you because y'all went together to Las Vegas. And he said you were just his artist. And Demetria was like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. And then they was like, woo. Candy is in her confessional. She's like, girl, I was trying to have a good party. Why did you have to bring that up right now? And so they go on to Kenya. Kenya is sitting right next to Demetria and busts out laughing. Demetria gets up, walks away. Cynthia goes follow her like, Demetria, what's going on? Do you know that girl? She's like, I do not know that girl, but I know Roger Bob. She was like, do you think he's lying, that she's lying? She was like, I am almost positive that she is lying. Demetria, baby. She gave you details and the date. Are you serious? Are you serious for real? Okay. You came on the show. I wanna like you, but you are making yourself look so stupid right now. Just so stupid. And Roger Bob is making you look stupid. So go back to them in the party. They're sitting there talking about it. They was like, yeah, that's awkward and all. But who in the hell stays with somebody for 7 to 8 years? And, he ain't about to do nothing. Because when she was talking about how she was with him for 7 to 8 years, she was also talking about, well, he had to break up and leave me to see if he could live without me. Okay, Demetria. And King is like, yeah, when I asked him, he did tell me that was his lady. Girl, he was playing the fuck out of you. Okay, just about all the ladies in there agreed. Candy was like, girl, get that lipstick out your purse. Okay, go ahead about your business and focus on your career. Candy's a little cold. It ain't that simple, Candy, because it is emotions involved. But shit, he just made her look so bad. Ridiculous. And y'all, for y'all Kenya stands out there, okay, don't come for me. Don't. I feel a way about Kenya, and I feel justified in that. If y'all watch Celebrity Apprentice, that girl is just the villain on everything. Why do you have to come for her like that? And then afterwards, she was on Watch What Happens Live, and they had a damn toll on who is the most wicked Atlanta Housewives, and her ass won by a landslide. Okay, you a mess, Kenya. All right, but that's it for this episode. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter @JazzShaman. And y'all be easy. 1K subscriber giveaway. Alright, y'all know what to do. And y'all go ahead, take care. Thanks for watching.